Monday's press conference followed the official launch of the Caribbean Adaptive Sports Alliance, Casa, a newly established regional body committed to promoting social inclusion and expanding opportunities for persons with disability through sport. Casa is a collaboration between 6 Caribbean countries: Grenada, St. Vincent and the Grenadines, Suriname, Guyana, Trinidad and Tobago, and Barbados. A delegation of international Paralympic leaders led today's event. Martin Jackson, president of the Caribbean Adaptive Sports Alliance, Barbados, said their engagement on island is to help them to be more equipped to manage their respective MPCs in the regions.
I attempt to answer that. The Casa is, as President Andrew just mentioned, is a collaboration between 8 Caribbean countries. And we have come together to be able to share our expertise and our resources and to be able to build the Paralympic movement in the region. One of the things that we want to do as a result of, after all this work, is putting all this work in terms of building ourselves, is to be able to compete against each other. So that when we go there into the international world, that we'll be ready for competition.
Andrew Parson, president of the International Paralympic Committee, the IPC, said his main mission in Grenada is to provide institutional support to Casa and also to better understand from a Grenadian context the challenges and opportunities and how IPC can strengthen the Grenada Paralympic Committee. Having met para-athletes who are members of local clubs and organizations, he said based on his observation, local officials are doing a lot with little resources.
The word that I would use is admiration, because I think, they do a lot with a few here. In terms of the resources available, it's incredible the results that they have in terms of developing athletes, in sending athletes to international competitions, having good results. So I think there's a lot to be done in terms of the infrastructure for parasport here in Grenada. We took advantage that the Minister of Youth and Sport, she was with us last night, so we also discussed a little bit in how the government can improve and can be more supportive of those initiatives. But so far, from what I have seen so far, incredible athletes, incredible coaches, incredible leaders, doing a lot with very few resources. So profound respect and admiration.
Parson explained how his organization can contribute to athletes locally.
The way we can contribute is through the National Paralympic Committee of Grenada, through programs that can support coaching, that can finance competition in other countries, that we can organize capacity building events here. So there is a number of things that we can do together. We can finance and fund programs in those areas. I think what we need is also a little bit more of support here in the running costs of these projects and programs, so they can have more, I would say, a solid foundation to offer the services to the athletes. Most of the people running these programs, are volunteers, which on the long term may not be sustainable.
President of the Grenada Paralympic Committee, Ray Roberts, explained what he would like to see happen.
And what we hope will happen from here on is that, for example, we would like to see coaches in the Ministry of Sports who are able to do both able-bodied and parasports. Parasports obviously will take a little more knowledge because people are in it with various medical and physical challenges. So you have to have the knowledge as to how to handle them. But we would hope to see that the physical education teachers, the coaches, they all are given that skill, that capacity to go to a school and be able to work with everybody.
Christina John, GBN News.